But this article is not funny. This article is really tremendously irresponsible. Hi, my name is Luke. I'm also better known as Money Maverick. And if you are watching this, this is the worst article I have ever seen as a financial consultant. So here we go. So for some of the context, this article is from a finance community site called Seedly. So Seedly describes themselves as the largest personal finance community in Singapore. Yes, Seedly, if you didn't know, has outreach to 1 out of 3 millennials in Singapore between the ages of 20 and 35. About Seedly, at Seedly, we help you to make smarter financial decisions with the right tools and the right mindset. Very interesting. So why am I looking at this particular article? This article is called "Can You Find Love and Earn Good Money from It? Being a Sugar Baby for Side Income." This is an investigative point of view article. We are not promoting this as a side income option. Yes, that is what disclaimers do. They will hopefully protect you from not promoting this as a side income option. Singapore has one of the highest traffics on popular sugar dating websites, Sugarbook. This is actually something that was already covered by another popular finance community such as Money Smart. It's just that they kind of handle it slightly better. So this website also saw a spike in messaging activity during COVID. What is a sugar baby? According to Sugarbook, the definition is an individual who enjoys the finer things in life. He or she usually seeks mentorship, financial support, and companionship from their sugar daddy under the terms of an agreed upon relationship. Most times, genuine feelings of love and long-term relationships form and grow. Okay, so let me ask you this. If I was to go on to, let's say, some kind of financial guru, and we go onto a financial guru site, and that financial guru says, most times my clients or the people who I'm serving are all like doing super well and super amazing, and it's all good, there's no bad. Like, why on earth would you get your definition from the business that is promoting sugar relationships? It doesn't really make a lot of sense. If we look at other definitions for sugar babies, they do have fairly similar definitions, but they're very clear that usually there are some kinds of sexual arrangements involved. If you look up on testimonials, for example, from people who have actually been in the sugar industry, you'll know that it revolves extremely heavily around sex as well. I don't even know what to say about this first part, but I should have kind of guessed from my title that says finding love and earning good money from it. So let's just continue. In return, the sugar baby offers companionship, blah blah blah. Many sugar babies that were interviewed mentioned there's a general perception of them being illegal sex workers. Most of them clarified it is usually not all about sex. We really have to come back to this later. According to these websites, sugar babies come from all walks of life. There's a breakdown. One reason, this is my favorite part in the whole article, one reason why such arrangements are gaining attention is also how it might be seen as an easy way to earn money without actually having to work. Thank you for bolding that, Seedly. Thank you. Easy way to earn money without actually having to work. Yes, obviously this part was really important to emphasize. I guess the lure is bolded again. The amount of effort required to get money and lavish gifts as compared to a conventional job. Oh my god. How to be a sugar baby. Signing up to be a sugar baby or sugar daddy is actually pretty simple. Yes, it is. Blah, 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 blah. As with social profiles, you can choose the most appealing profile picture and insert a catchy one-line caption to garner people's attention. This is a very detailed, very, very, very unnecessarily detailed part of how they go through the website and how you can become a sugar baby. Like, it's almost as if they're trying to tell you something. The article says There doesn't seem to be any way to verify these income statements in relation to the sugar daddies involved. It is therefore extremely important to remain vigilant and not be solely lured by the promises of money. Again, this doesn't tell me anything about vigilant against what specifically. Your worst case scenario that it kind of expresses or implies is that, okay, like there's the promise of money, and then if the person doesn't have money, then what? You know what I mean? It doesn't tell you anything about what there is to remain vigilant about. It's really ridiculous. How much can you earn as a sugar baby? Wow, okay. I really like that this article, and by like I mean this is horrible. I really like that this article talks about video testimonies from Sugar Book itself. Like, couldn't you have gotten any other sources about this investigative op piece at this particular point that was not from Sugar Book? This video by Sugar Book shows a sugar baby who has her college fees fully funded, credit card for shopping, and receives a monthly allowance of $5,000. All bolded. Another video which featured a Singaporean sugar baby mentioned she has been getting $3,000 in monthly allowances along with gifts. And then it goes all the way down to talking about a nice table. Thank you for compiling this nice table, which shows a reasonable assumption of how much a sugar baby would make every year, which is $70,200. And then it goes down to, is it worth exploring? These dating websites are painting an alluring picture for many young people with the promise of branded items, luxurious travels, and getting a glimpse into the super rich lifestyle. The idea of grossly being showered with money and gifts for just being yourselves and attending regular dates. Who wouldn't be tempted by such a good deal? The article literally says this. It literally says, who wouldn't be tempted by such a good deal? Who wouldn't be tempted by such a good deal? This is a finance site. This is financial journalism. Okay, to be paid handsomely without having to slog your guts out. Oh yes, please let's really continue to point this out and encourage it. It is important to remember that this sometimes might be too good to be true. There's still the potential lurking of cyber predators. That's about as much risk as they speak about. Arrangements are usually depicted in a negative light. People shouldn't be ostracized as long as it involves two legal consenting adults gaining satisfaction from these relationships. If it's something you're interested in trying out, do remember to exercise discretion and good judgment, as there might still be risks involved. Stay safe. Oh god. So I really invite you to check out the article for yourself. Fun and laughter aside from this article is not funny. This article is really tremendously irresponsible. The first thing that you notice about this article is that it's a terribly irresponsible structure. I mean, let's look at this concept as a whole. It reaches out to a listener, maybe through something generic like an article. So this is an article, it's generic, who has needs, yeah? So everybody who is reading personal finance typically is trying to improve their life, like maybe they're poor or they're going through some debt, yeah? Something unforeseen in their life requires them to think about whether they can make side income or some kind of additional income, yeah? Then it introduces you to a concept where you may make money quickly without much apparent effort, okay? And then it goes to extremely visual and specific testimonies, which show a very exceptional or enticing proposition. And it generally keeps the risks kind of vague. Like, does this sound like anything else to you? The second thing, of course, is the fact that this being on this platform is completely inappropriate. If you think about the fact that this is a personal finance website, which is extremely popular, and like I mentioned, there are so many people in this age range. First of all, it's not like a fun puff piece. Like, they have similar puff pieces about Sugar Baby in Cosmopolitan, in New York Times. There's a difference between entertainment and education. There are going to be millennials, a lot of millennials on this particular personal finance site. If you're an older person who's watching this, it could be your daughter. In the future, it could be your granddaughter who is reading this, and they've been taking personal lessons from a personal blog that has been teaching them about credit cards, about their salaries, about their bank accounts. And they've generally gleaned a lot of value from this site. And now this site is writing an article that tells you that it's a side hustle. Yeah, it's okay. It literally, the article says finding love. It says finding love and earning good money from it. That is the article. That's the message that they're trying to send out here. That's the title. And I guess the last part is that it's inherently dishonest. I mean, the title should tell you that much. In other similar articles on finance websites such as Money Smart, for example, they ask the question straight off the bat, like, is this prostitution? So you ask yourself, based on this article that what's telling you, like, hey mom, after 2 decades of you working hard, raising me to being an independent young woman like yourself, I still don't feel like I have enough money. But don't worry, because this personal finance site that I've been listening to for the last few years has been teaching me really useful things to better my life. Credit cards, miles, cashback, all that. And now they're showing me more information that says, look, it's finding love while earning side income. Not about the risks, which you can look up really easily. You can look up sugar baby violence, sugar baby sexual assault, sexual abuse, sugar baby infidelity. I left my cheating husband. I have 9 sugar daddies. How to reveal if your partner is cheating on you with a sugar baby. After 20 years of marriage, I discovered my husband was cheating on me with a sugar baby. My husband was a sugar daddy. So if you're watching this, I really hope that you get a message out to these people and tell them that it's not okay to be broadcasting this on a site where people are supposed to learn finance. This is why this is the worst article I've ever read. Thank you for watching. I did this, and I think I am risking my career because it is still important to get out. I don't know if there will be consequences for me doing this or sending out this message, but I think that it is important to me that the number one thing that I do for my job is to make sure that people aren't harmed financially. And I think that this article is harmful. So I hope that you enjoyed my review on it. I hope that you will check out the article and judge for yourself and make your own decisions. I am just giving my opinion. And hopefully it will be useful to you, and if it is not, it's okay.